Hi guys, good morning. It's Charlotte with 406 Medical Weight Loss. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to explain a little bit further what this change in the FDA status regarding GLP-1 medication means. So, compounding, just a little bit of history here. Compounding pharmacies have existed really consistently since the 1970s in the United States. They play a very important role in the greater medical and healthcare system. Compounding pharmacies exist to provide medications that cannot otherwise be obtained through commercial means. So, as an example, let's say you had an adult who had a disability and they cannot swallow pills, but they need amoxicillin. And those only come for adult-sized people in tablet form, but they can't swallow those. A doctor would then write an order to a compounding pharmacy, and the compounding pharmacy would make a liquid version of amoxicillin that this patient can now swallow. So again, the commercial product is not available to meet the patient's need. Then you can go to a compounding pharmacy. Compounding pharmacies are very tightly regulated. They are absolutely legitimate. They've gotten a lot of attention recently with the whole weight loss movement, but they are registered pharmacists who have doctorate levels in pharmacy. They are tightly regulated by both the federal and state governments. Compounding pharmacies are critically important. So what happened a few years ago was GLP-1 medications, because of their popularity, went on shortage, and therefore they were not commercially available. If your doctor wrote you a prescription for semaglutide and you went to CVS or you went to Walgreens, the commercial availability places, they would tell you, we don't have that, sorry. That then allows compounding pharmacies to make those medications, right? Because again, compounding exists when the commercially available product cannot meet the patient's need or the commercially available product does not exist. So this, of course, made the makers of semaglutide and tirzepatide, Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly, two big pharmaceutical companies, very angry. They wanted people to be on their medication because then they make money. And so they've been working really, really hard to pressure the FDA into saying that the shortage has been resolved and therefore compounding pharmacies can no longer make semaglutide and tirzepatide. The FDA kind of caved into that pressure in the last few weeks here and has removed both semaglutide and tirzepatide from the shortage list, meaning compounding pharmacies can no longer make those medications. I think Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk are now hoping that everyone who is on compounded medications will now switch to the commercially available product. The problem is that the FDA acknowledged that there are still supply chain issues. So just because the factory that makes these medications is able, according to them, to produce enough, they still can't get to the actual pharmacy. So to actual Walgreens, to actual CVS, especially in rural states like Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, Idaho. Those have been listed as especially difficult to obtain these medications. Additionally, the price is not changing. So just because the shortage has ended does not mean Novo Nordisk or Eli Lilly are dropping the price. And on average, it's anywhere from $1,400 to $1,600 a month for the medication through your commercial pharmacy, even with a prescription. It doesn't matter if you have a prescription or not. Running it through insurance does not reduce the price of these medications over 99% of the time. There are a few exceptions, for example, if you have type 2 diabetes, that sort of thing. So the long story short is that I do not really believe the shortage is actually over because patients still can't access these medications at a pharmacy. And even if it was, that is not a price that most people can pay. I mean, that's a mortgage payment for a lot of families. So I think it's really unrealistic to think that people are going to be able to continue on these medications through the traditional pharmacy routes. So I'm working with our pharmacy partners. Our pharmacy, Red Rock, also works with big names. They are the supplier for like Henry Meds, Noom, His and Hers. Those are the big name companies that are also doing these compounded semaglutide and tirzepatide. They also source from Red Rock. So I'm working with Red Rock right now to come up with an alternative to still get this medication in the hands of our patients so that they don't have supply chain issues and they don't have quadruple the costs. And what we've come up with is we have to make a product that is not commercially available. So plain semaglutide is now commercially available. Plain tirzepatide is now commercially available. But if we add an additional ingredient, like glycine, for example, in tirzepatide, glycine is a natural amino acid. We all have it in our bodies. It's not a synthetic substance. It's a naturally occurring amino acid. You get it from meat, eggs, dairy products, and it lives naturally in your body. But what it does is it helps you not lose muscle. So when you're losing weight, it can also reduce muscle mass. And by adding glycine, we can protect muscle mass. So if we switch all of our clients to tirzepatide with glycine and we say, look, our clients don't want to lose muscle mass, that's important to them, as it is for most everybody on our program, then we can say, and glycine with tirzepatide is not available at Walgreens, it's not available at CVS, it needs to go through a compounder. We can continue to provide you the tirzepatide from Red Rock Pharmacy, shipped directly to your door for the same price. So that is what we are working to do right now. Semaglutide, it's looking might be mixed with vitamin B6, which helps reduce nausea and helps reduce stomach upset. So again, we can say our clients don't want nausea, they don't want stomach upset, they want semaglutide with B6. That's not available at Walgreens, that's not available at CVS, it's not made by Eli Lilly or Novo Nordisk. Therefore, we can write a valid compounding prescription. That is what we're working on. That's what his and hers are going to do. That's what Henry Meds are going to do. That's what Noom, that's what all of these big brands that do these online programs are going to do. And we are going to follow suit because I believe it's important to keep these medications in the hands of people who need them, especially because I do not believe that the shortage is actually as resolved as they say it is. And I do not believe you guys are going to be able to continue to access your medication. And that's important. You deserve to access the medication that's working for you. So no panicking. Everyone just stay tuned. I'm working on this. I'm hoping it is a completely seamless transition, getting you guys into these other medications. Again, it's the same tirzepatide and semaglutide you've already been using. They're just adding an ingredient, a vitamin or an amino acid, which are very safe. They already are in your own body. It's just giving you a little, like, almost like a supplement. And it's like adding a little bit of a supplement onto your, weekly injection so that you can continue to get the medication that you need. I will keep you guys updated. I'll keep you in the loop. If anyone has any questions or concerns about this, please reach out to your support nurse. They are the ones who can help you the quickest. And we will get through this, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.